Who are you? Yes, that's the question I want to ask you today. Who are you really? And I ask you this because I want to take you back to the moment when you were actually born. And I know you won't remember that moment now, but in that moment, you didn't know your name. You didn't know whether you were a boy or a girl. Which religion are you born into? What language do you speak? And in fact, psychological studies that have studied this developmental psychology, they confirm that until 18 months of age, children, when placed in front of the mirror, cannot recognize whether the reflection is them or somebody else. They often play with it, thinking it's some other baby, some other child that's playing with them. Little do they know that it's their own face that they're looking at. So now, fast forward 15 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40, 50. You have a personality. You know exactly who you are. But how did this personality come into being? The first time when your caregivers or your parents said to you, "Oh, you're such a good child," that is the term that you absorbed. That was your brick you used to create your personality. When you went to school and your teachers said, "Very good, you get so much academic potential," that's what your system recorded. And as and when you grew up, you met people and friends and situations, and they kept on throwing their opinions and labels about how they look at you, on you. And those were the bricks of the formation of your personality. And that is who you became. But is all this really you? Or is it simply a mosaic of reflections that the whole world has reflected on back to you, and you have believed in all of this? So ask yourself this and really examine everything that you believe about yourself. Is all of that really true? Or actually, your truth is much more simpler yet difficult to realize? You are a creation, a beloved creation of the Creator that lives inside of you at all times. This human body, without that light of creation, is simply an object, simply a very complex machine with organs and cells and features and eyes. But what gives it life? What gives it life is the same frequency, is the same element of life that exists within humans and the water and the leaves and the trees alike. It's no different than one or the other. It is simply a perception that gives us that shape.